Welcome to my 2023 shop tour. This shop is about 450 square feet, but it's packed with a lot of nice tools. Check it out. So starting off, we have the King Industrial 20-inch planer with a helical head in it. Bought that used. No, I can't afford a new one. We have a Craftex helical here with 8-inch cutter. Off to my right, we have a SawStop 3 horsepower professional cabinet saw with the sliding attachment on it. Fantastic upgrade, as well as the overhead dust collection, and also a 4x4 outfeed table that can be used also for large assemblies. Coming down the middle here, off to this far side, we have clamps, as well as some hand tools, and all my other saws and drills and stuff. We have a Laguna 14BX bandsaw with the Resaw King blade on it. If you really want to see this saw put to the test, watch the build of the white oak bookcase. I had to cut a bunch of veneers. And here we have the Supermax 1632 drum sander, also super nice addition to the shop. Works really well with veneers and cleaning up some stuff you don't want to use some other sanders on. Then we have our Craftex 2 horsepower dust collector with an Oneida Cyclone. It has been also fantastic, especially with the planer and the joint where I do larger projects. I produce a lot of wood chips, and changing those bags was a real pain. As for dust collection, I just run hose over the ground right now. I haven't done a whole dust collection system. So then we also have a 10-inch drill press. It's kind of old, but does the trick. Then we have our rigid oscillating spindle sander. You can also put these guys on. And then down below I have my air compressor, which runs up to a hose reel underneath the ceiling. Now, over to this far end here, I have my Bosch 12-inch glide saw. It's good. I don't use that often, especially with the slider on the table saw. I normally break down my material with the circular saw, goes to the joiner and the planer, and then gets cut to its final length over at the table saw. Down below, I have a CT26 Festool Vac, as well as a CT15 Festool Vac. Those get hooked up to these tools. So I got a Mirka Deros with a 5mm stroke, a Festool ETS EC125 with a 3mm stroke, but a 6-inch pad. Yes, you can do that. I have a Festool RO90. You can also put the Delta pad on. This is good for small cabinets or doing contours and stuff. Got the interface pad on there right now. And then we have the Festool Rotex RO150. And down below here, we have a TS75 track saw. And on the other side, I also have the Jigsaw and 18-gauge cordless nailer. Also, other things to note, for air purification in the shop, I have a big air cleaner underneath the ceiling there, and another one just underneath my workbench that I turn on when I'm doing hand sanding and stuff, and it can get it away. Off to my left here, I have my lumber rack. I try to clean this pretty often and get rid of a bunch of offcuts that accumulate over projects. It is kind of it hurts a little bit to throw some of the offcuts out because they are nice pieces, but in a shop this size, you have to stay very clean. I also store some finished products, charcuterie boards, cutting boards that are all available. And then off to this side, this is kind of my staging area. This is where lumber will come into the shop, gets processed, built, and I can assemble and have the tables here, whatever project ready to go back out the door. So, I hope you like the shop tour. If you guys have any points or anything, leave a comment down below and check out the channel. You can see what I can build in this size shop. And one more thing to point out. You saw here, I do have the Festool MFT table. It's nice, but it's definitely not a necessity. I really never use the features on it, especially with you can do the tracks on it. I don't really do that. I bought this used, and that's why it's all got the cuts in it. But it really gets used for a normal assembly table, and that's why it gets all these stains in it. So, hope you guys liked the tour, and hit that subscribe button, and Hope this inspires you for maybe some ideas in your shop.